I just spent an hour and a half drilling holes. This time drilling one hole on these pieces, the cleat backups. So yeah, maybe next time I'll make this thinner material. This is 1/4 inch thick. Probably could have been 3/16 or even 1/8 for next time. That's a lot of drilling. There's the shavings pile. Not too bad. So yeah, just thought I'd give you an update. I'd like to keep drilling, but my arm's getting sore. I'm running the drill press. So I'm going to work on something else. Probably work on cutting some more of the U-shaped guides to go weld onto those. Finished drilling the second hole in the cleat backups there, the guides. So yeah, there's a lot of holes. Jeez, man, what a lot of work. The pile of shavings is getting larger and larger underneath the little welding table I built. To take a break in between drilling, I also cut out the centerpieces of the hubs. So you can see these were in there. Cut these out and cleaned them up. Now, next step for that is take the cog, which is behind here. Now the plan here is basically mount the cog like that. Now, it looks like it'd fit nice, but because we got to put the we got to put this on here, and then of course the cog itself would touch here and the track would all hit this, so we have to extend it out further. So I've got some 3-inch pipe or 2.5-inch pipe, which should be just right. We'll take a piece of small pipe, weld it on here to about there, then mount that cog on top of that. So for now though, before I go back to playing with this some more, I'm going to work more on the guides and bend some more of these little L-shaped brackets and start welding them up. Okay, I've been working on building the guides for the track. Going pretty good. Slow going. There's the bucket of guide plates, and I got some 25 of them stacked up here. And there's these are tacked, so you can see the little weld. I'm just tacking them for now, and then I'll go back through them all and weld them all up again. And here's the little U-shaped pieces, and this is used for bending them. And this is my template for assembling these, like so. And then I would tack it right there. So yeah, going to shoot a little bit of video for you guys for how I'm building how I'm making these pieces, so you can see how it's done. Last one of this set to go. So that's a bar bender, and then I'm just taking a piece of tubing over the tip, the rest of the bend. Then I let it cool, and I just take the end in the chop saw and cut it off. Then it's ready for welding. Okay, now I'll do a little showing you how we're building these, templating these, and I demonstrated in the last picture, but I'll weld a couple up and put that up in the video. Put that piece in there, stick one of these in, like that, and then tack weld it, and I'll be done right now. Another 96 more to go. Okay, got a few more hours of work done on the guides. So got all the guides made for one track. So stacks of 5. There is 197 plus 2 fully welded, 199 guides. 2 guides per cleat. So this is enough for one track, 100 cleats. I was halfway through doing this and I thought to myself, you know, I think that we could do this without the backup guides, without that piece of metal. You could just weld the guide bar here right onto here, and then the rubber for the track would have to slide over a little bit. You have to slide over a little bit there like that to make enough room for the tire to still fit on, but we could weld the guides right to here. But then when we drill through the hole, we'd have to back this up with a washer. And then the weight would actually be, when you go over stuff, it would actually be on the rubber, so it'd be pulling directly, whereas the backup plate would be taking all the weight. So I'm kind of torn. It'll be a lot less work to do it the other way. I'm thinking what maybe I'll do is, this is enough for one track. Maybe I'll try building the second track this way. Functionally, there's no difference in size and everything. Just be no backup plates required. So anyways, yeah, I've got another probably 3 hours of welding ahead of me to finish welding these up. Kate did a little work on the vehicle, a little out of sequence, but I wanted to do a little visualization on how this is all going to work. So what I did was remove the steering wheel. That's a bit of a challenge. Got into the guts under here. I don't think you're going to be able to see it with the GoPro, but basically trying to visualize how to connect 2 posts for steering and connect one to the brake that's existing, and the other one was then going to be drilling a hole through the firewall right here, because the other one gets mounted right here, and then is going to drill a hole right there. So working on this, I think I've got her figured out. We'll see how it progresses, but the idea is going to be we'll cut the pedal off and we'll attach a bar to here. The pedal needs about 4 inches of travel at the most. So we'll have, basically your steering arm will come down from here. Well, a little bit of glare. Steering arm will come down from here, mold it to turn, and then I'll have to build a pivot off of here. Then it'll turn and come down. Need about 6-8 inches of travel of pivot arm here, then a linkage across. So if this needs 4 inches of travel, then this 6-inch arm here, and this is about another 24 inches. So I'll need 12 to 16 inches of travel here. So basically from here, the arm would have to come down to about here, which it's between your legs, so that might be doable. And of course that's extreme amount. The chair is sitting forward. I need to put the battery back in and move the chair back. The other one, same concept, except that now it's coming through the firewall right here. The firewall, that hole through the firewall is directly connected to the brake booster, whereas this one is another lever here. It's about a 2-to-1. So if I needed 4 inches of travel here, the actual brake assembly needs 2 inches or less of travel. So this will need 2 inches of travel. So this one will have to be positioned up a little higher so that the same 6-inch arm only travels 2 inches. So the 6-inch arm will have to be 4 inches about, and then both will have about the same amount of travel when you're pulling on them up here. So we'll see how it goes. I think that'll work. I think the next step is to drill a pilot hole through here. This is just a cover insulation. Drill a pilot hole through here so I can see where it comes through the other side, and then drill a hole saw through. Then mount the brake assembly and position it so that the arm is poking this direction. And yeah, start fabbing up the pivots and the arms. Well, I just had to take a break and do some work on this to see some progress here and see if it was going to be feasible. Because, man, the tracks, there's a lot of hours. A lot of hours in the tracks and that frame. So, took a little break to look at that. I am really happy with the progress. I've been doing really good with this. Going to get started on these next. Hopefully, this is the end of this YouTube video. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. Be about another 2 weeks, hopefully. Get enough hours in, get enough progress. My intention is next video should have basically the mount for the front idler wheel and 2 tracks laid out, and the cog wheel welded up and mounted to the drive wheel. So basically one side will be ready, with a few exceptions and of course final mounting. So see you later.